To continue the track of talking about conferences, I want to talk about one that I am speaking at in October. I'll be giving the opening keynote at Stay at Home DadCon. Now, I've talked about being a stay-at-home dad on the podcast before, but I want to focus on this particular conference because I just had a conversation with another dad that I'm connected with who was exploring being a stay-at-home dad. And I want to kind of dive into this a little bit deeper because this might be something that's on your heart. And I want to kind of also promote this as a way, like this could be a way in place for you to explore something that's bigger. So something that most people don't know is that 30% of dads out there are stay-at-home dads. It's not a statistic that's popular. I recently read about it in an article that CSNBC did highlighting a stay-at-home dad and what that journey has been like and going through that. Being a stay-at-home dad is no joke. It is a complete reversal of how your circuit breakers are wired to route current and energy through your life because you're no longer the provider. You're no longer this person that goes off in the world to bring home money. You are this person that shows up every day as someone that you can trust, have confidence in, and rely that you can be consistent in who you are every single day. And it's a really hard journey. But as the world continues to change and evolve, this idea of a dad staying home is something that's becoming more and more popular. I never knew it was popular or even could be possible until I went to Dad 2.0, another conference that I went to in February of 2020, right before the world went crazy and lockdown. At that conference, I learned that there was a national at-home dad network, and that nonprofit helps create and cultivate conversations to help dads have resources to be better stay-at-home dads. And then they let the cat out of the bag that there's also a convention. I was like, no way, there's actually a convention for stay-at-home dads. That convention is what I'm talking about on October 14th, 15th, and 16th of this year. I'll go ahead and put a link down in the show notes if you want to go ahead, check it out, and register. It's in Cincinnati. It's priced right. It can be a place for you to explore an idea and connect with people that are living the idea that you want to live. And talk about, when we talk about conferences earlier in the week, that idea really helps understand that there's places where you can go to kind of date these different ideas. You don't have to go all in on something. You could find a conference of like, I wonder what that's like. Go to that kind of conference and see, is that a kind of version of yourself that you could see yourself becoming? And you also get the cheat book because you get to hear about stories that other dads are struggling with that you don't have to learn on your own. And you can automatically learn the solution to it in many ways before you even have the problem. So, wrapping all of this up, if you are interested in being a stay-at-home dad, if you have flirted with this idea but don't really know if it's for you, one, reach out to me on Instagram at Ben_Killoy. Ask me as many questions as you want. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Second, if you truly think it'd be something possible in your life and you want to really explore it, go check out Stay at Home DadCon. That Stay at Home Dad convention is a place where you can connect with this future version of yourself and really see what is potential. And also, you get to see the stories that they've created with their kids. I think that's the most fundamental part that you might overlook. You might just get down to the business of being a stay-at-home dad, but the impact that being a part of your kids' lives and what they can do, not discrediting moms, but fathers have a strong role to play as well. And that connection that you're going to do and create with your kids, that will fuel you for years and decades to come. And something else that most dads kind of get hung up on is, I like doing what I'm doing now. There's going to be a season where that can come back. This isn't a forever thing. This is just a season where right now it makes sense for me to be a stay-at-home dad, to go into a world that my kids know who they are. My kids have a great connection with me. We have a great relationship. Our family is strong. And then when they don't want to hang out with you and you're no longer the cool guy in that room, you can by all means go back and do big things. I know that's how I've set my life up. That's what I'm getting ready for September. I slowed my life down to be able to show up in a powerful way for what I needed to get done. Now, come September, it's time to start doing some bigger things and having different focus because seasons are changing literally as we go into fall. And it's time for me to make that change as well. So again, if you want to check it out, go in the bottom of the show notes. There is a link to get towards At Home DadCon. And again, hit me up on Instagram at Ben_Killoy if you have any questions related to being a stay-at-home dad. Have a great day. I'll be back again with you tomorrow.